What's going on, guys? I'm back at it again in here for the video for you guys for today. And in today's video, I am in here for my WWE WrestleMania 29 pay-per-view predictions and as well for my WrestleMania 29 preview, giving you guys my full-on thoughts and opinions overall on who I want to win with the match outcomes. Now, I know I have been doing sort of like a WrestleMania 29 series, just giving my thoughts on a few things that have been going on for WrestleMania and with some of the matches that I've been really wanting to see. Now I'm able to give my full-on thoughts on who I really want to win overall for WrestleMania as a whole. So starting things off, I'm going to start things off with the first match that I do have, and that is with Chris Jericho and as well Fandango officially being able to be on the WrestleMania 29 match card. And I think this is a fine match to really have for WrestleMania. It's not really the best one, but with all honesty, I have been a fan of Fandango, and I know not many people have been really that high in him as of late. I'm sure once he actually does wrestle at WrestleMania and beyond that, I'm sure people will get used to him a little bit more. And he's been actually trying to really be able to save himself for this big event. And it would be kind of fucked up if we do get this match be put on hold and have Fandango come out and someone messes up his name and then we have to wait longer. I really hope that wouldn't be the case. That would really be fucked up if that does indeed happen, but I'm sure it won't, and it's WrestleMania too, so, I don't think that would really be happening. I'm sure we're definitely going to be able to see him wrestle this time, thank God. So, it is really cool that for a guy like Fandango to actually go up against a guy like Chris Jericho and to be able to say that he debuted at WrestleMania 29 is really cool, and you don't really get to see that often either. And I don't mind what Chris Jericho is doing and putting people over. That's what he does lately. So he does a really good job at making new stars and everything. So I don't really have any sort of problem with that, to be honest with you. So at the same time, I really do want Chris Jericho to get his WrestleMania 29 win. I think he does deserve that. So that's who I'm going to go with. And Chris Jericho overall to defeat Fandango. But overall, I do think this should be a fun and entertaining match to see. Next we got here is the 8-person tag team match where we got Tons of Funk and the Funky Diagnos taking on the Team Mode Scholars and as well the Bella Twins. Now with this one, with the whole feud and everything, I haven't really been enjoying it that much, but it actually has been fairly entertaining to me, and I think it's really damn cool that we do get to see the Funky Diagnos wrestle more, and I really like what they have been doing. And the same thing goes for the Bella Twins since they returned. I actually have been more bigger fans of them. I never really was really the highest fan of the Bella Twins, but now that they're back, I think it's pretty cool to see them even wrestle now. So with this, I wouldn't really mind if Team Mode Scholars get the win, but I'm pretty sure Tons of Funk will probably be overall the winners of that match, so nothing really too much you can really say about that one. Next match, we got the WWE Tag Team Championships on the line, and in this one we have Team Hell No taking on Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston. Now with this one, we really haven't seen much of any kind of action out of Big E Langston, just really just taking out people and helping out Dolph Ziggler get his wins and everything, and trying to help him out get a win overall. So with this one should be a pretty good tag team match, and I think Team Hell No has had a good run with the WWE Tag Team Championships. And even though Dolph Ziggler, I think he should be able to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase, and definitely he should have been able to do that at WrestleMania 29. I think that would have been fine, but it seems like he might be actually waiting up until the next Money in the Bank pay-per-view, so we might be getting some more answers out of that soon, I hope, to see where things are really going to be going with him or not. So it looks like as of right now, Dolph Ziggler and Big E Langston are going to be the WWE Tag Team Champions going for WrestleMania 29, and probably have Daniel Bryan and Kane maybe feud and maybe go into the main event. I think that would be pretty cool and pretty badass. So I'm pretty sure Big E Langston and Dolph Ziggler will walk away out of WrestleMania 29, the WWE Tag Team Champions, and that would be pretty damn interesting. And I don't know if Dolph Ziggler is going to exactly cash in at WrestleMania 29. It could happen, and then still be World Champion and one half of the WWE Tag Team titles with Big E Langston. So anything can really happen with that, and only time will tell. So we won't really know until we actually get to WrestleMania 29. So we'll have to really tune in and find out exactly what the hell he's really going to be doing with that. So it's been sort of and really a long wait and a hell of a long time since Dolph Ziggler has been able to cash in that Money in the Bank briefcase full. We've seen a lot of teasers out of that, so I don't know when we're gonna see that, but anything can really happen there. Next match we get to see here for WrestleMania 29 is the matchup between Ryback and Mark Henry, and this is really going for who is the bigger powerhouse between those two. And even though I am a huge fan of both of those guys, and it really doesn't matter to me who really wins, but I'm more of the side of Mark Henry. I really want him to get his win at WrestleMania, but also at the same time you got Ryback, who hasn't really been doing too well on pay-per-view, so it looks like Ryback will most likely get the win when it comes to that match anyway at WrestleMania 29. So I'm not really expecting a whole lot out of this match. So I'm sure these two will be able to surprise us and do some really interesting stuff in there. So I'm not really expecting that much out of them anyway. But overall, I am in a way kind of into it. At first, I didn't think we were gonna have this match, and WWE did like a swerve where we were supposed to have Mark Henry in the 6-man tag team match at WrestleMania for his match against the Shield, but of course there was a replacement with the Big Show, so now we got Ryback and Mark Henry now officially at WrestleMania 29. And with this one, I'm really going to go with Ryback most likely getting the win, but at the same time, overall, as who I really want to win, I'm going to go overall with Mark Henry getting the win, and I wouldn't really be disappointed on whoever wins the match overall, so it should be actually a pretty good match there. So the next match we got for the Intercontinental Championship, and this is a match between The Miz and Wade Barrett. Now with these two, they have been feuding for a little bit, and The Miz was in a struggle on trying to get the United States Championship and trying to take it away from Antonio Cesaro. Doesn't seem it looks like it's going to be happening that way as of right now, because now we got this singles match, and I kind of am looking forward into seeing how these two are going to be doing for the title at WrestleMania. I haven't really been that much into the feud. It could have been a little bit more better, but I really do feel that The Miz is definitely going to be able to get the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania and to get his big win there. And Wade Barrett has been Intercontinental Champion for quite some time now, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a brand new Intercontinental Champion at WrestleMania in The Miz, so I wouldn't really be against that. And, you know, with the whole face turn with The Miz and everything, I kind of have been enjoying it here and there. Sometimes I have been, but other times I really don't really care for it all that much. I really do prefer to have him be as more of the heel and be a heel like he was a long time ago and everything, and I always enjoy his heel work. So, you know, with this, maybe we will get a heel turn sometime in 2013. I don't really think The Miz is going to be a face for all that long. Maybe I could be wrong, but I'm not really too sure of that. I just would like to see The Miz as a heel. That's just me on how I feel about it. I don't know how much you guys really do enjoy The Miz as a babyface, but, you know, we'll see how it really progresses into 2013. Who knows, I might even get into it a little bit more, but as of right now, I haven't really been the highest fan of that much either. So there you have it with that. Then the next match we got the match for with Randy Orton, Sheamus, and the Big Show, and they would be taking on the Shield. I'm sure this would be a good match, and every time the Shield is in action, it's really awesome. And they, to me, are a legit tag team, and they always really impress me. And ever since they really debuted in the WWE, and it doesn't matter who ever it is that they went up against, and they really show me that they really are a threat, and no one can really stop them. And ever since they've been wrestling lately, and it's been really a treat just to see them. So they're definitely my favorite group in the WWE period at the moment. So I really hope we do get to see more of them in 2013, and maybe see them in singles competition here and there, even though they would be still under the Shield. I think that would be cool to see something different out of them as well. But overall, with this match, I think it should be good. And like I said, we were supposed to get Ryback in this match, but we got the Big Show, and it looks like he might be a babyface as of right now. Maybe just for this match, it seems like, and then probably continue things on being a heel. Not really the biggest fan of him as a face either, but I'm pretty sure he probably will be doing more heel stuff going into 2013. Only time will tell. And speaking of that, I know Randy Orton is supposed to be probably even turning heel soon. I know a lot of people have been really talking about that soon. Soon enough, we'll probably get to see that heel turn maybe around Extreme Rules. I don't think really at WrestleMania. I think Extreme Rules around that time he'll probably turn heel since he's basically trying to get Sheamus and the Big Show, trying to get it along with each other and trying to, calm them down. And he's not really about that at all. He's really a loner and he really doesn't give a fuck about anyone else but himself in a way. So that's really how the Randy Orton character is for him and how he really is. So overall, I do see the Shield getting the win here, and I really wouldn't be surprised if Randy Orton, Sheamus, and the Big Show get the win, but I don't really see that happening all that much. But I do think the Big Show and Sheamus might have more stuff going in there and probably get really pissed at each other and probably have an altercation, and then the Shield will get the win. So I'm pretty sure the Shield will get the win, and I'm all about the Shield going for WrestleMania 29, getting their win and everything. So we'll see how that goes, and that's who I'm going to go with there overall as my main pick. Next match, we got Triple H versus Brock Lesnar, and this is a no-holds-barred match, and if Lesnar wins, Triple H must retire. I really don't think Triple H is going to be retiring anytime soon at all. I was not expecting that stipulation to be in there too as well, but I do like the idea of having this be a no-holds-barred match. I really enjoyed this SummerSlam match too as well. It was really something different and something that we are definitely not used to seeing. I will say that, and that's for sure. But I feel like at WrestleMania 29, we will actually get that wrestling match. We're going to see a lot of more weapons used and a lot more stuff being played out in there and everything. So it should be something maybe even more better than the SummerSlam match. I will say that, at least I think anyway. So I'm still looking forward into it. I really love the feud that's been really portrayed to us and how that's been able to play out and how that's been happening lately. So it really doesn't matter to me who the hell wins. I want to see the damn match already, and it feels like it's been going on since forever, since these two started feuding. It really seems like it's been literally since last year to even want to see the rematch, ever since their WrestleMania preview that we basically got at SummerSlam in a way, I guess. But, that's just a little bit of what they were going to be doing for this year's WrestleMania. So, like I said, I think this is going to be that wrestling match that we fully get to see, and it could be even better than their SummerSlam match. So, only time will tell. But overall, I do got Triple H getting the win here since Brock Lesnar did get the win at not WrestleMania, but at SummerSlam. With that being said, I'm pretty sure Triple H will most likely get the win here at WrestleMania, in other words. So, it should be a really great match and one that we really get disappointed in seeing. So, anyway, I really can't say far too much about it, but it should be a great damn match and something I'm really excited and pumped up into seeing. Next match, we got the World Heavyweight title on the line with Alberto Del Rio and Jack Swagger. And ever since the Elimination Chamber, where Jack Swagger practically shocked the world and became #1 contender for the World Heavyweight title and looking to be world champion again, I think this is really cool. I really like the new change in Jack Swagger ever since then. Now that he's with Zeb Coulter, things have really turned around for him. And even though this is practically a controversial type of feud where we had Glenn Beck get involved, and I'm really happy that he wasn't involved even more because his ass would have definitely gotten booed out of the building for sure. But ever since then, with that Elimination Chamber and how this feud has been happening, and I actually do like it, and I do not mind it, and I think this should be actually a good match between these two. I don't think Jack Swagger is going to get the world title as of right now. Probably at Extreme Rules, I would think that he would get it there, and Alberto Del Rio would retain at WrestleMania since he recently just won it not too long ago, so I would expect that. So nothing really far too much to say about this match, but I am also as well looking forward to seeing that one as well. Next match, we got the Divas Championship, which will probably on the line, and I wouldn't be surprised even if it does, since I'm taping this right now. and it seems to be that there was more of a tease going into that, and I know for a while now that AJ and Caitlyn have been wanting that too at WrestleMania. We've seen what they can do before as well, so it wouldn't be a surprise as well with this match officially happening for the Divas Championship, and it's actually not that bad of a feud for what it was worth anyway. But with these two, I think it should be a good Divas match, and I do think we will get a new Divas champion in AJ Lee. I think that would be cool since AJ Lee has been working her ass off in WWE as of late, and especially with her being general manager and all that good stuff, she really has done a lot, and I really like that she's able to wrestle again. So now that she's able to be probably Divas champion with Dolph Ziggler being one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions with Biggie Langston and all of them basically having all the gold almost. I think that would be pretty damn cool to see. So if Caitlyn does win and retain, I wouldn't be against that either. I do like Caitlyn as Divas Champion, and I like what she's doing. So it's good that we would most likely get this match, mainly like a bonus match. So I would expect that to really happen, and it really wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. So AJ Lee as the new Divas champ, so that's who I'm gonna go with there. Next, we got The Undertaker and CM Punk, and this feud has been really awesome, even though it came at a bad time around the time where the death of Pearl Bearer was happening, and how that was able to be able to continue more of what's really happening with that feud, and it's more like where CM Punk has the urn and he has all the powers of The Undertaker, and he feels he can do anything and nothing can really stop him, and The Undertaker has been showing that even though he may have the urn, that won't even stop him practically, and I really do think that The Undertaker is going to get the win here at WrestleMania. It would feel definitely weird as hell if The Undertaker was defeated at WrestleMania. I really wouldn't know how to really think about that, how I would feel to see The Undertaker be defeated at WrestleMania. He's been undefeated for the longest time, so I don't think the streak should be broken. I really want it to be 20-1 and not 20-1. So I really do believe that The Undertaker is definitely going to be able to defeat CM Punk. Either way, it's still going to be a great match, and these two are going to be able to tell a great story no matter what. So I'm still looking forward for it, and of course I always enjoy The Undertaker's WrestleMania matches and his matches in general, so it's not really going to be a disappointment at all. So definitely Undertaker for the win. Now we got the WWE Championship. This is The Rock and as well John Cena Part 2. And this is their rematch from last year's WrestleMania for WrestleMania 28. And in a match that was supposed to be once in a lifetime, now is more about redemption for John Cena and trying to get his payback with the redemption and everything. So that's really what the storyline has been built on. And I really enjoy every time these two step foot in the ring, and especially had the War of Words. I really enjoyed the All-Star panel not too long ago, and it's always a real treat to be able to see those two interact with one another. They really get you invested into wanting to see the match, even though you're not really that much caring about it all that much. I really wanted a triple threat too, same thing like with everyone else, but can't really do too much about that, and I'm sure this is probably going to be even more better than the WrestleMania 28 match, and I think that encounter, I thought that was a really good match there, so only time will tell. Either way, I'm still looking forward for it, and I know a lot of people don't really care about it, but I'm still excited. And with this one, it looks like John Cena probably will walk away WWE Champion again. I wouldn't be surprised if he does, and we don't really care all that much, but but at the same time, I'm still going to be able to go for The Rock to be able to retain, and he is my main pick. But if John Cena does get the win, if John Cena does win, then it is what it is. But still should be a good match. Like I said, probably better than last year's match, and that is basically all about it for all the matches for WrestleMania 29. So overall, even though it's more based on rematches, not all rematches are bad anyway, but it really does depend on what's really going on, who's fighting against who, and what the storyline is all about. But for the most part, I don't really mind rematches overall. Now, if it's going to keep on constantly happening lately, like we've been seeing with some rematches, that I don't really care about if it has really no meaning behind it. But you know, with this, like for WrestleMania, I don't mind at all, and I think it's going to be still worth the watch and everything, and no matter what, I still enjoy WrestleMania regardless, so you really can not definitely bitch about WrestleMania. It's the biggest show of the year. So anyway, that about does it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I know it's been a long time with this whole thing, giving my thoughts and opinions on it, but you know, like I said, I'm really excited for it, and I still cannot wait for it. Now, with the S&D pay-per-view pre-show right before WrestleMania, that would be at 3 p.m. Still stay tuned for Simon Michael HD for more information on that. I will be there. Of course, Boston Fan 79 will be there. What pisses me off, 710, John Ferrero will be there. Thrash Maniac 99, and the rest of the wrestling internet YouTube wrestling community will also be there. You guys are more than welcome to be able to come and join us for the S&D pay-per-view pre-show. So until then, hopefully you guys enjoy WrestleMania, and as well, I will be on Twitter for my live coverage and everything like that. So until the next video, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.